What's up, guys? Welcome back to the show. I'm Aaron. This is Chris.
What's happening?
And welcome back.
So, I want to talk to you about a series I've been watching.
Yeah, go on.
Right? It's called Maths.
All
I know
right.
you'll be thinking, right? You're
I love
thinking,
maths.
Why is he talking about numeracy and numbers and whatever, right? It's not maths. It's maths. Right? Anyway, it's short for Married at First Sight. Okay, now...
I've heard of this series.
Yes, it's a series. Basically, you're preparing yourself for a wedding, and you're at, as a guy in the show, you're at the altar, dressed up on an actual wedding day, and you're sitting there and you're waiting for your bride to come down the aisle and obviously get married and stuff like that, right? The only thing is, you don't know who it's going to be. It's blind.
Okay.
It's fully blind. You don't get to see who it is. You don't get to, not even a single hint or a clue as to who it's going to be.
You get to talk to them first.
No, you don't see them at all. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
The first time you ever meet them and lay eyes on them, it's when they're coming in to get married.
How do you choose? How do they choose?
So I think
who
the
you get?
presenters, I haven't watched that bit, but I think the presenters pick based on what you're after, I think, and they try and kind of
Okay,
get a match,
okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but I think that's how it happens. I found it absolutely mind-blowing that you would actually sign a marriage paper, legal document,
Yeah.
for someone that you don't even know. I mean, it's hard enough to find someone you trust these days to get married with, right? I mean...
Aye, people you do know.
But, and then you're willing, you're like, do you know what? I can't actually find any sort of connection with anybody, so I'm going to just go and get married to a random person on this show, you know? I mean, Love Island, fair enough, because it's not as serious, right?
But you also, you spend fucking whatever it is, 8 weeks with them
Yeah.
or whatever, 12 weeks. So every day.
This is a lifetime, mate, we're talking about.
Yeah, and you're obviously just met them.
Just met them. Well, you haven't even met them.
I haven't even met them, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you meet them, so you can be standing there on the altar, and you're like, right, is this going to be a hit or a miss? Is this going to be like someone decent coming in, or is it going to be an absolute Shrek? Like you don't
You don't know. Yeah,
you don't know, right?
Yeah.
So anyway,
It could be horrible.
oh mate,
No, not to look
I know,
she
but-
could be a horrible person.
well, this is what's been happening, right? So these
Go
people have married, right? Everything's fine.
Let me see.
Everything's okay.
I need to know the characters.
Right. So, do you remember Love Island with Davide?
Yeah.
So this guy right here, look.
Right.
Let's put an image. The guy's a unit.
Yeah.
He's like an action figure, right? So that's him there.
So who's he with?
So he's with this lassie called Amy.
Right. Okay.
So that's her there. So
Okay. She's. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So what's she? Let's see. What does she do?
So she is a wedding planner. Shock.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. Okay.
Right,
Where's
so-
she from?
She's from Blackburn. Not here Blackburn, but like in England, Blackburn.
Yeah.
I don't actually know where that is, to be honest with you. So this guy here, he's
And where's he from?
from Kent,
And what does he do?
but I think he's Greek originally.
Yeah,
or something.
he looks it,
He's
to
got
be
an
fair.
accent and stuff.
He looks
you
it,
know?
to be fair.
He's a prison education manager.
Yeah, he's a
Like
big guy.
one of those
And
ones.
she's a.
Yeah, she's
King.
she's pretty matched with him, to be honest, I would say.
Yeah.
So this is Emma, right? Emma is annoying, right? She got married to this guy here. I think we'll see him. No, we won't.
What does Emma do?
So Emma is a sales manager from Bristol, and she's married to a boy called Casper. Right now, Casper was wanting to literally run away from her because she was just doing his heathen.
Oh, really?
And she's very emotionally unavailable, and she also doesn't want to show her vulnerable side to anybody.
All right.
So
Okay. So she's very shut off.
because she's a salesperson. She's very shut off. No feelings, no nothing like that, you know. But
Okay.
in the most recent episodes, she's gotten a lot better, and they're actually clicking on. But they're very awkward, I would say, together.
See the first couple.
Yeah.
So they.
Oh, they're like the
I take it they're totally fine.
leading couple.
There's no problems with
No
it.
problems at all. They're literally sound, no problem at
Right,
all.
okay.
They're very mature and grown up, I would say, and they just crack on normally.
Okay.
Sasha,
Who's she with? Who's
So-
it? Who's it? No. Who's
this lassie here's with
Yeah,
Casper. I'm
scroll
not sure
down,
why.
let's find him.
I'm not sure why that's not showing up right underneath. I don't know why that's.
That's okay. It never ever fucking does.
Nah. There's the Casper right there.
Right. Okay.
I actually like him. He's actually quite sound, and he
He's
knows what
alright.
he wants, and he doesn't want any stress in life. He's just a very if it's stressful, I'm not wanting it, because he was wanting to leave at one point, right? Because every week there's
Yeah.
a meeting, and the people get to say if they want to leave or if they want to stay with their partner based
Right,
on how it's
okay,
going,
okay.
right? So he wanted to leave at one point because it was just absolute shitstorm, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, honestly, I was so like, as soon as I wrote leave on that bit of paper and I showed it, it was like all this stress was away, and I was just
Oh,
so
man.
relieved, and like, you know, I didn't have to worry.
But that
about
tells
all
you off the bat that that's not for him. Eh?
literally.
That's
But
like,
the thing is though, they decided like, so you can say leave, but if the other person says stay, then you have to stay.
oh,
Right.
So you both have to choose to leave, or you're not.
Exactly. And obviously she chose stay, right? So yeah,
My God.
but like
Right,
it's not
okay.
like you're in prison. You can leave if you really fucking want to, but the rules are if the other person says stay,
You have to give it
if
a
it's
go.
not
You have to,
unanimous,
yeah,
then
you have to feel
give
it
a
out.
go.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he stayed, and to be fair, I think he's happier now.
He's feeling it.
Yeah, he's happier now.
He's
right?
alright, guy.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Who's the next
He's
girl?
really sound. So this lassie here called Sasha, right?
Jesus. Right,
She's
okay.
really annoying. See if you heard her speak, it's just an instant turn off.
Oh, really?
If you heard her speak, it's just horrendous. She's from Birmingham, but she's got a really, really annoying
I don't really like a
accent.
Birmingham accent.
Oh, it's a horrendous accent. And she's got quite a deep voice as well. Just don't like it, to be honest. She's a nice person, but I don't like her voice at all. And she's with a guy who's partially deaf,
Right, okay.
right? This is a guy here, Ross.
He's a unit. Right, okay.
A wee bit of unit. He's a painter decorator, shock. From Manchester, right?
Oh, he'll be funny.
Yeah, he is actually quite funny. So he was born deaf. He wears hearing aids, and
Really?
he speaks quite. He's got obviously like an impediment in speech. So he speaks a little bit, like obviously you can tell.
And does he get on alright with her? Or
He's fine, but recently he's had like some sort of like anger spikes where he took his wedding ring off and threw it across the room and that, and he just boosted out the room and all that kind of stuff.
Really?
And he came back to apologise, and she wasn't having any of it. She just told him to fuck off, and basically that was it.
Oh my God. Right,
But
okay.
I can't remember exactly what was the nature of that argument there. But so that's that guy there, right? So
Who else we got?
so we now right. So Christina, she's actually pretty sound.
Oh, is
She's got some sort of disorder with her. I cannot remember what. She's 31. She's a dog walker from East Sussex. She's got PMDD. I don't know what PMDD. I can't remember what it is. It's some sort of emotional.
Post.
It's
No,
not
it's not that.
It's not that. I cannot remember what it is, to be honest. So she's with a guy called Kieran. Right now they're going on quite well, but in the last episode I watched, he says to her that he's not sure if he can sustain the relationship based on what she has. So that, right, and then but he's saying that doesn't mean I don't want you, because I do want you, blah blah, but it's just going to be really difficult, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm going to show you the guy, right? So that's
Yeah,
Kieran
okay.
there. He's 28. He's a mechanic from Newcastle. I like.
Jordy's funny. Jordy's a
I like
funny
when
man.
he speaks. It's quite. I like the
Yeah,
accent. And stuff.
always funny.
But yeah, no, he's really sound, to be honest. Next up, we have got Holly. I can't stand her. She's an absolute
That's
boot.
it.
And I just think it's like whenever she speaks, it's just, mate, shut up.
What's she doing? Where's she from?
She's a beautician from Huddersfield.
Okay.
She's 29. Single mom of 2.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. So she's with a guy called Alex, I think. But yeah, so she's really annoying. And she's really immature, I would say.
Oh, really?
And
At 29, you wouldn't expect it, but
yeah, she's
happen.
kind of teaming up with another lassie to kind of like bully this other bird that's in it.
really?
This other lassie that's in it.
So who's she teaming up with? Or
I'll show you in a minute.
Okay.
Because that lassie that she's thinking with is even worse. This is Alex here. He's actually really, really funny. His voice, like when I was doing something and I had it in the background, and I thought, holy shit, is Bugsy Malone in this? Like, because I literally
really?
that same voice and accent and everything, right? So he's 28. He's aviation operations and he's from Birmingham,
Cool.
right? But he's a very like, he'll start shit if something isn't his way. Like he'll get like flip the lid straight away. Very hot-headed.
Okay.
And he'll say it as how it is and that. And like that Holly that he's with, she would like try and get emotional like at the dinner table and stuff, because every couple episodes there's like a dinner meeting, so like everybody comes to the dinner table and stuff like that, right? And like this one episode, he was busy talking to that Amy lassie. He was talking to her for the whole dinner basically, and his partner was sitting in the next seat next to him, and he was just completely ignoring her the whole, like just patched her completely and just talking to his other wife of Luke, who's the big guy. and she was like, "Can I just talk to you for a minute?" She pulled him through the other room, and she's like, "I'm not liking how you're speaking to her and blah blah, ignoring me and all this." He's like, "What the fuck's your problem? Why the fuck you doing this? It's pure embarrassing. Why are you pulling me out? Why this? Why that?" He made a massive scene about like how she pulled him out of the thing. He was just not giving a fuck at all. She's crying. He's like, "Shut up, man." He just went back through.
Oh man.
Like just not caring at all. He's a very don't care kind of person, right? So this is the lassie she was like teaming up.
Is this the next lassie, is it?
Aye, this is her name's Polly. Now, I think she's the least favourite of mine. She's a very snaky lassie.
Oh really? Okay.
Right. So the reason I say that is because there's a challenge thing which is stick or twist, right? So which means is you either stick with your partner or you twist it to like get with
Go with
somebody
someone else. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So the guy she's with, I'll show you him in a minute. He's actually really sound. He looks. He should maybe change his appearance, like his haircut a wee bit. But other than that, he's pretty sound. But so he's like really want to try with her and all that kind of stuff. Been through a lot of stuff, and he's like he decided to stick with her, right? But she decided to twist to the guy whose girl she's bullying. If that makes sense, just to basically just to basically just piss her off. If that makes sense, right?
So you can choose when you twist.
Yeah, well, yeah. So you can say, "Oh, I want to twist for this person because blah."
Oh really?
Yeah. And so what happens was, so she did that, and then she got stuck right in it. She got snitched straight away to the guy.
Because do you do it in front of them, or what's the script?
Nah, so you're basically away on a. So the girls are away on a girls' night, guys are away on a boys' night, and when you're there, you get to receive the challenge, right? So you do it in your own group, right? Okay. But then when they get back to the house that they stay in,
do they all stay together? Like?
Yeah. So then they're like, right. So what did you say in that? Blah blah blah. And he said, "Oh, I decided to stick," and she was like, you could see her face. She was like, "Right. Well, that's great," because, and he was like, "What did you do?" He's like, "I decided to twist," and he laughed. He's like, "Ha, that's a good one." No, but really, what did you do? And she's like, "No, like I decided to." He went fucking apeshit. He was going mental. He was.
And who's she with?
She's with this guy here, called Adam.
Right. Okay.
Right. So he's 33 and he's a barber. I think he's like stuck in his teenage ways based on...
I quite like his trim, I'll be honest.
Based on what he wears and stuff. You'd notice it in the show, like... I don't know. But anyway, he's actually really sound in terms of like looking after her and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like does his bit, yeah.
He's very loyal as well, right? But since this twist thing, he's just been put off that lassie completely.
Aye, fair enough, because it's like you've went in it. It'll be embarrassing as well.
Yeah, and she's on the worst thing, right? Because they've had some up and downs back in like when it first started, right? And she's on the worst thing ever by bringing up old shit to justify why she did this.
Ugh.
Right?
Well, that's a fucking just like. See, the thing is, bro, right? It's not going to have knocked him flying as well, because he's going to be like, right, I've been a good guy, right? And I've stayed. And then she's gone, well, I've not.
Exactly.
It roasts you stinkers. You're obviously going to be like, oh, well, like, obviously I'm not going to be interested. Like,
it makes it embarrassing for him because
if he stays with her, because it just looks like she doesn't even want to be with you, mate. Like,
that's actually what he said. It's muggy as fuck.
It is muggy.
That's literally
because it's like, I don't want to be like, I don't really want to be with you, but stick here, like, because no one else is taking you anyway. Like, well, obviously I'm gonna.
Yeah, and she's pulling up like old. Oh, but you
so
did
how
this
did she not?
Did that,
how did she not end up with the guy she tried to twist?
Because somebody else is. It's not like you're gonna go ahead and do that. It's just a hypothetical. That's what you would do. And she said, I would twist because the guy she picked to twist with is more emotionally available. And like more emotional and blah blah, and that's what she wants, because apparently he's not romantic enough, which I think is bullshit. Her biggest thing is PDA, so public display of affection. So she wants to like be kissed in public and hold hands and all that kind of stuff, right? Which I think is a bit of an insecurity, in a way. Yeah, because you can have it to an extent, but her extent is like, right, she constantly wants everybody to
reassurance.
Know that's her partner. Blah. Because when they first started, I think what happened was when he described his type, she wasn't it. So that's, I think, where the insecurity came from.
See, so this is the thing, right? So, a couple of things with that.
Right.
A couple of points to make. I think that it's obviously a slight insecurity with her then, because I think, and this is in real life as well, like, people have a type, like an imaginary type that they've possibly either been with lots of the same sort of person, or in their head, this is the sort of person that they think about or whatever. And that's fair enough, right? That's totally fine. But like, I used to think my type, for example, was blondes. But like, when I actually look at my track record, like the majority is brunette.
Yeah.
Or different
Dark hair.
hair color, darker hair.
Yeah.
And I'm like it doesn't even, but it doesn't even matter. Like, it's not like I'm sitting there like, oh, wish they were blonde.
Yeah.
Like, you do, like, that's not a thing. It just happens to be your hype. I'm sure every girl's type's tall, dark, and handsome. So like, and I'm blonde.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
so
not even tall.
Aye, and I'm not tall. Aye, so like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's an insecurity thing on her part. Like, he's described a type, and she's not been exactly what he's wanted.
That's right.
But then, by acting more insecure about it, she's just going to put him off that, because he's going to be like, I'm not dealing with this.
Yes.
Like, and the PDA stuff, that's probably just an additional to that, where she's going, right, at least if he gives me lots of public displays of affection, kisses me all the time in front of everyone and all that, then it secures me more as his. It doesn't secure you more. It just makes her feel slightly better, but it actually won't really make her feel better inside. It's just because you really need to try and get over that whole thing.
It's like masking a problem.
Yeah. You're just putting the carpet over it a wee bit. Just be like, but it's still trying to come up from under the carpet,
exactly.
like,
because it's always going to be there unless you address the issue. It's always going to be there.
Yeah.
We've got Lacey here, right? Lacey's really sound.
Lacey's fit.
Yeah, so Lacey's pretty sound. She's 27. She's an office manager from Hertfordshire. Okay.
Lacey's what's up, mate.
So Lacey's actually sound. She's not done my head in at all. And the guy she's with,
It's a good start.
yeah, the guy she's with is actually they're actually a pretty good match, to be honest. They're actually doing really well. I'll show you the guy. So
Is this the last guy?
this is her guy. So that's Nathan. That's the guy
Okay.
there, right? I'm getting to the bit. I'm saving the best bit for last.
Oh,
bit,
okay.
Trust me. Right, he's really sound as well. They're actually getting on really,
looks
really
like-
well. And
You're quite a good looking guy,
yeah,
too. Sure.
he is actually, yeah. And you can, like, they've said already that they're like in love with each other and stuff like that. They've therefore smashed it, as far as I'm concerned, in terms of this show, 100%, right?
So
now,
who's the one that's getting bullied?
I'm about to show you, because I think we've just been through these people. That's fine. So
Everyone else is dead.
oh, this right here, right? So Rochelle, she is a lunatic, mate.
Oh, really?
She's a lunatic.
Is this another chick?
Aye. So she left the show with her, the guy that she was with, because they decided to leave.
The left the
They
show?
left the show, like, because
Right,
they
okay.
both decided to leave. She's 48, right?
Okay, different age range.
Head of alternative investments from London, right? She always says she wanted a guy who's really like strong-minded, like a real man, like all that kind of shit. You
Okay.
know, has his head together and like has a lot of dignity and blah, like that kind of stuff, right? But the thing is, what I've found is she's an absolute moron, right? She had that guy who was actually really sound, and she would put him down to the lowest of the
Really?
lowest. She would call
I
him
hate
all
that,
this. She would really
I
hit
hate
like
that, bro.
below the belt with all this stuff she used to say to him, that he's not a man, that he's a little guy and all this, and
Oh, I hate
just
that, bro.
horrible comments on him.
It's just horrible. It's
Horrible comments on him. I've
terrible,
really
bro.
felt bad for him, like really, really deep.
See, yeah,
This is the guy here, Orson.
Oh, no,
He's so
fresh.
sound. He's fresh. He's really sound. He's 41, project engineer from.
See, the thing is, though, sometimes
Whatever.
it can be a wee bit generational, like, they're like, I want a real man and all
Yeah,
this nonsense.
but the thing is, he is.
What is
He's
a
really
real
sound.
man like, bro? Like,
He's really sound. He's really funny. He just speaks his mind, and he's fresh.
Everyone
Anything.
just
He
has
looks
a
really
preference, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
So they were not a match at all.
So
Right.
he's away from her
So they've both left the show.
separately.
Yeah, separately, yes.
Okay.
So the lassie that was bullied, he
Mm-hmm.
was really good mates with her. Like they kind of really clicked.
As in him and her.
Yes, as in him and that lassie that got bullied.
Okay,
right?
okay.
And it got revealed in the last episode I watched anyway, that when the episode that they were leaving the show, it got revealed that they actually shared a kiss, like him and that
Oh,
lassie
really?
that was getting bullied. But the only twist is there's about 15 years between them. That's the only thing I had to say about that. I was like, guy could be
that's alright, because she'll be 26.
something like that, yeah. I don't know who this is. I haven't seen this person, so I'm going to skip past that. Haven't seen this person either.
Wait, let me just see them.
Right, okay. This is Eve.
Right, okay.
Right?
Eve, let me see.
She's a 31 fitness coach from Omaha. I don't really know. I haven't seen.
What does the description say?
Eve wants to find someone who she can fall in love with and wants somebody to fall in love with her and hopes to find her right Mrs. Right. Eve's first serious relationship was with a man. At one point, she was about to get married, but after realising she was gay at the age of 26, she's now ready to find her dream girl.
Aye, fair. Okay.
Yeah. Charlie, I haven't seen her. I don't know who that.
Charlie's pretty pink. Go on. Okay.
30 from Surrey. Kind of the same thing, just wants to settle down and start a family,
okay.
blah, blah, blah. Now, this is the lassie that got bullied. In my opinion, got bullied. This is Hannah,
Okay.
right? Hannah's 33, so I actually know that much.
Okay.
Health and fitness business owner. She owns a gym. She owns a gym, apparently, from Cheshire, right? So Hannah hasn't gone down the route of settling down early like some of her family have, and instead has been more focused on growing her business, which is pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah, why
right?
not?
So Hannah was with this guy called Stephen,
Okay.
right? So
Fresh suit. Go on.
yeah. So what happened was, right? So this has been a roller coaster. This is what I was saving for last, right?
All right, just go for it.
So
Explain it. Is this the last character?
I think so. That I've seen so far, yes. So they have they've been up and down because so what happened was Stephen had told her something really, really like confidential in confidence.
Like personal sort of.
Very personal, like seriously personal.
And
right?
I take it we don't know what that is.
I don't think so, not.
Right, okay.
I think it was off cameras. Yeah, it was off cameras
It's
actually.
off camera, okay.
Proper off cameras, blah. Right, because this is what happened, right? So they were having a wee argument at one point, and
Okay.
I can't remember what it was about, but he pulls out saying,
Stephen, okay? Like, he's alright guy.
No.
No.
I thought he was. So I thought he was the one on the right, but the longer I watched it, the more my decision changed.
Oh,
Right?
really?
But so in this particular moment, yes, he's in the right. But wait, let me get to it. Right. So so there was an argument, and he said to her, "Oh well, if that's the case, I'll just tell everyone what you've been saying about them off camera and blah blah," right? Because she's been apparently talking behind people's backs and stuff
Christ,
like that.
on that
right?
show, everyone will be talking about
But
it.
then she hits out with, "Oh well, if you're going to do that, I'll just tell people what you told me in confidence behind cameras, right? I'll just tell people about your little secret or whatever it was, right?" And
I don't think you should be doing that.
that was him signed out. That was him checked
really?
out, clocked out, gone. Like he was like, "Nah, that's fucking too far. I can't get over that."
Yeah, that's
right?
fair.
Which is fair, right?
Yeah.
So the whole time he's been just ignoring her. He wanted to leave. She wanted to stay and kind of fix. So she's been really good in sort of like saying sorry for what she done, and like trying to fix it and trying to stay in the relationship and trying blah. And then a couple episodes later on, they're still not okay. They're still not talking. He's just ignoring her completely. He doesn't.
Did they
even
live together?
Yes, but they apart. Like they don't sleep in the same bed and stuff like that, right?
Okay.
So he doesn't even say hi to her or anything, right? And it's really awkward when they're together in the same room and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, they've all gathered up in like a little event or whatever it is, like a wee just chill space, whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All of them are there. And there is one more couple actually. There is so basically there's another girl who's called Shannon. She's
Right.
Irish, right? And
Love Irish.
Stephen says he pulled Holly up, the one that I didn't like, Holly fell on, right?
Okay.
And he says, because the Shannon lassie, her partner hadn't showed up to this event thing because they had a little fallout,
Oh,
right?
okay.
So he's like, "Oh, well, if he doesn't show up, I'm going to shoot my shot with Shannon."
Oh, shit.
And he's like, "If he's not coming, blah, whatever, right? I'm gonna just go for it. Can you go and find out what's happened with him and all that kind of stuff, right? So Holly goes over to Shannon and goes, oh, this is what Stephen's just said, blah. And she goes, well, that's horrendous. And also, he's not my type. I'm not interested at all, right? So absolute blew back on his face, right? And then what happens is Shannon's husband, because obviously they're all married, appears, comes in. So then what happens is Stephen then pulls him over. He's like, here, I'm going to just tell you this quickly because obviously I'd rather we spoke about it first before I'd done anything.
Oh, shit.
And he's like, I just thought, like, how are things with you and Shannon? Because I thought, like, if you weren't together, like, I was interested in blah, blah. And he's like, I obviously wouldn't do anything without asking you first and all that kind of stuff, right? Blah, blah. And I was sitting here, I was howling because I was like, you just fucking did.
You just said, I'm going to shoot my shot.
You just literally said, if he's not going to come through in the next 5 minutes, you're going to go for it and whatever, right? So I'm like, you're lying to this guy, right? I'm going to show you Shannon and...
Give me a break.
What's the guy's name? I can't remember. This is Shannon.
The Irish.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck.
Right, she's up your street, to be fair, tattoos and all that.
Oh man, she's fit.
29.
No wonder he shot his shot. I would have shot mine.
This is Ryan, this is her husband.
Okay.
He comes across as quite a hard cunt, if I'm honest.
Really?
Quite a hard guy. He's a big man from Manchester. He's 28.
A lot of Manchester's on here.
I know.
Big up Manchester.
Yeah. 0161. Anyway, so he went up to him and said that he's just sitting there like this with this facial expression. He's just sitting there like, okay, no worries, because he can literally see right through him.
Oh really?
And you can see that.
And did he say anything back to him?
Not until someone sticks him in for it and says, "Oh, but he's already just went and thingy," and he's like, "Oh, so you lied to me, mate? Aye, so you've lied to me? Okay." Well, you just tell my way, I'll tell your way, pal. And he's like, serious. He's like, don't talk to me. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a scumbag. You're this. You're that. Blah.
No way.
Just goes off. But he's a really calm guy, right? So he's like not like making a big scene, but he's like, you're an absolute, what do they call him? Sneaky boy and all this kind of shit, right? Just absolute, it went crazy, right? So then what happened was, wait a minute. So that's fine. So they're actually sound together, right? That's Shannon.
So they're happy. The Irish got him.
Yeah. So when they were doing there's like every few episodes, there's like a meeting with the hosts of this show. Okay. There's 3 hosts, right? And they're like relationship specialists, right?
So you go into the show, right? Let me just get it straight. You go into the show, first episode.
Yes.
You're at the altar.
Mm-hmm.
Marry someone you've never met.
Correct.
Then you all move into a house, big massive house, big brother house.
Correct.
And then live together, but also do like events and stuff like that.
Yeah, do like drinks or dinners, parties and stuff like that.
So you're all living together, so you're all kind of seeing what's happening with each other as well at the same time as what's happening with you.
They're always together.
Yeah, so you can kind of see if people aren't gelling or not.
That's right. So that Stephen guy got absolutely roasted off everyone near enough. And
I would not have done that if I was him.
Nah. So
stupid.
It's a lot going on. You should watch it.
I would like to watch it.
It's a lot going on.
Like
I think there's 2 or 3 episodes a week. It's quite.
So what came up at the end of this? So it was the last episode you watched.
The last one I watched was.
Why is the girl getting bullied? What's happening with that?
Oh, okay. So it's because there's rumours that she's getting really close to that Orson guy, and then that she's trying to steal and husbands and chat up other husbands and all that kind of stuff.
So then the other girl's not happy, obviously. 2
of the lasses are like just horrible to her. Really? Absolutely horrible. They won't even say hi to her. Whenever she walks in the room, they just frown and give her dirty looks and stuff like that.
Man,
really immature. That's why I don't like them too, because they're just they're just bitches. Like they're just honestly
shit.
So yeah, you should watch it.
I'll actually watch it. That's cool. On bigger news,
go for it.
Black Ops 6 came out, and I understand that a lot of people are, oh God, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Let me tell you, it's hardcore, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'll be honest, I only played it yesterday. It was the first time I played it, and Initials was awesome. Awesome. So like, literally played Zombie. To be honest, bro, only played about one game in multiplayer. Did not play in any other games. I played one game at Hardpoint, but I played about a good 5 games of Zombies or something, 6 games of Zombies, and it was unbelievable, bro. So obviously played some games with Chris, played some games with some other folk. But literally played hours worth of Zombies just on a map called Liberty Falls, which is one of the zombie maps. So did a wee couple of the Easter eggs, etc., which I'll not spoil.
Nah, don't spoil them.
I like the way they've done it. They've brought back so obviously anyone that knows Call of Duty, they brought back the rounds, like round-based zombies, which is much better, but kind of kept a wee bit of the open world-y sort of vibe.
Yeah, I like it though.
But it's not too big where I'm like, this is too big a map.
Like last map was
it's not too
so open
it's not
world.
too small where it's like
it's quite compact.
Yeah, but you still have to open doors with points and all that shit. Like I like that.
Yeah.
Like get perks and all that sort of stuff, but they've still got a couple of wee things for like more experienced players that want to do some extra shit.
Yeah.
Can do like you don't need to do that, but if you want to do that, you can pack a bunch of guns, all that sort of shit.
I'm glad that's back.
That's cool, man. Like
I missed it.
that's cool, man. Like,
do you know what I like? Right, is they've took a leaf out of Left 4 Dead's page because there's a variety of different zombies.
Yeah, so I like that as well.
You get like the
couple of different types, eh? Armored ones, big huge one. Like, I like that, bro. They've done enough that I'm like, this is good. But they've not done it too much where like the maps can massive and get in cars and everything. I didn't want that.
No.
I didn't want that. I want it to be...
Because the issue was the last Zombies, right, is that the map was so big and it's so empty at times. And you can literally walk around and there's like... The amount of zombies wasn't enough to cover the ground area, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you're walking around and you're like, fucking hell, am I going to find a zombie here or what's going on? Like, where is...
Yeah, it was too much. And you know what the other thing was? It was like... There was obviously missions to do, but it's like the mission could be fucking 700 miles away on the other side of the map, and I'm like, bro, I don't even want like see exfilling and all that. Like I don't really want that.
Yeah.
It's Warzone for me, I don't really want that in my zombie game. Like
right. You go until you
can exfil in this one.
You can.
I've never done it.
Never done it either. It's like I want to keep going until I actually get done.
Yeah, I die.
Literally,
I don't care.
That's the aim of the game.
I just want to go till I die.
What the aim's always been.
And it's good. I enjoy it. Like very, very much enjoy it. Like I've not played. The other map is called Terminus, bro. That is the other map. So I've not played that yet. I played all Liberty Falls since I've started.
That's been a very good map. Do you know what else I like?
Liberty Falls is strong, bro.
It's
good.
It's really good.
Strong.
What I like about the zombies in this particular game, as opposed to all the other ones, is that you can actually level up your rank.
Yeah. Because you couldn't do that in the very first zombies. It never really affected your online rank.
You have to go in multiplayer. Or nothing.
Yeah. But I like the fact that it affects my rank because I've not played any multiplayer, but like my rank's gone up 20 levels, and I've only been playing zombies, which is cool. And I think it sort of upgrades your guns to a degree. Like you still do gain experience.
It does upgrade them,
through the gun.
The one thing I miss is shipment.
Yeah, that might come back.
Hopefully, because I miss shipment.
But like, I've only played one map, the new one on multiplayer.
Right.
It's sort of like a house in the middle.
Right.
And we were playing Hardpoint, and it had a weird like thing in the middle where it was like you went through the fireplace and you were in the secret room.
Right, okay.
You came in the middle, but like online's online for me. Like multiplayer's multiplayer for me. So like you get good guns and you go out and you just start mashing folk and whatever, right? That's fine. But the zombies was like there's thought in there. There's a bit of story in that, so I like a wee bit of story.
Have you noticed that there's moments where the characters in zombies bring up the names of the original?
Yeah.
I noticed
Yeah.
Finn, like all the people from
they
the
talk
original.
about, because it's now a story, bro. Like so like I actually watched a video on YouTube the other day. So there's actually like the Chaos story and the Dark Ether story or something like that, right? And the Chaos one's the old one and the Dark Ether one's a new one, but I think they've now linked. So like you'll hear them talk about like all the other, like some of the other maps that happened, like some of the other characters, like from the original ones like Nikolai and all these
Yeah.
folk, right? So I quite like that that's joined, but it's not pushed on me too much. Like the story's not pushed on me too much.
Yeah, it's not forced on you too much. Yeah, that's right.
It's just like it's there if you want to be involved in it, but you don't have to be
It
involved.
doesn't. It's not a compulsory thing, right?
Nah,
Yeah.
and I like that, to be honest. It's next level good. I think Terminus has got I think you can get in boats
Right.
on Terminus. I think you can drive a boat onto the water because I think one of the Easter eggs in Terminus, you've got to go out into the water and all that.
It's pretty cool. I might have to try that map.
I'd like to try it. I just like Liberty Falls for what it
It
is.
is really good.
So, like, it's not too big. It is big, but it's not too big. You can run around it. Like, big squad of zombies chasing
Oh,
you.
that's amazing.
Like, everyone's running. There's pack a punch, like, all that sort of shit. Random box. Like, I don't really need any more than that for me. Like, for zombie-wise, I don't really need any more than that.
Mate, it's when I seen the random box, I was like, oh.
The random
Where
box
have
is
you
lovely. It still
Where
puts
have
the
you
same
been?
noise in that.
And you can get the ray gun in it. It's like, what?
Bro, the ray gun's so good,
All
man.
the OG weapons are in it.
Ray gun's there. It's, as for me, as long as the ray gun's there, I'm good.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But I've been using the shotguns personally. Like I've been using the pump action shotgun, but I got the Vault edition, so obviously it came with like some extra skins for the shotgun. So the shotgun's already powerful.
It is, yeah.
So then when I'm like, because I've got the modified whatever version, so then when I'm pack a punching this, the thing's ridiculous,
Mental, yeah.
ridiculously strong. So I'm like feeling like, oh, this is class.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then my knife is the same. It's like a version of my knife. It's like cool. It's got a wee eye on it and a wee alien and all.
Right.
But honestly, like cool as in, and obviously you still get skins and all that. So I still like that as well. Like they've got enough of the old one in it for me that I like it, but also they've brought a couple of new things in it which I actually didn't mind. Like I like skins and
Yeah, it's cool.
the sort of fucking about with like your weapon a wee bit and
Yeah.
all that sort of
I
stuff.
like that weapons are not unlocked by ranking up instead of doing challenges.
I hated that challenge.
I
thing.
hated that shit.
The one in the last one. What was the last one? Modern Warfare
Oh,
3.
Yeah.
It was just for me. It was just too much. Like, oh, I get fucking this, and you'll unlock this attachment. Do 17 kills with a red dot sight, and you'll get this attachment.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
It's
fuck off,
too
bro.
much.
Like,
It's too much.
fuck off. Like, I didn't want to be doing all that shit. Like,
Because it's like you have to do stuff with a weapon that you don't even like.
I don't even want to play with a gun.
So it's
I
like,
don't want
why-
to play with a gun.
Ah, exactly.
Like, I want to play with the guns I like. Now, I like. So there's only one thing that gets me.
What's that?
In the really old ones, you couldn't bring a gun in that you modified. You started with a pistol.
All right, yeah, zombies, yeah.
And you only ever started with the pistol.
That's right, yeah.
And you bought guns off the wall.
That's right.
Or you bought guns at the random box.
Correct.
And that was it.
Yeah.
And I actually like that because it leaves the game more a chance. Like, you didn't get really, like, obviously some of the guns you got at the random box, obviously there's like a bayonet on it and that, which is fine. But, like, it kind of gave you more a chance, like, where it's like, shit, if I got a couple of bad runs in the random box, like, I'm fucked.
Yeah, literally.
But you got a couple of good runs, you got a ray gun and a flamethrower. So it's like,
Sorted. Well, that's one thing I didn't know until you spawned yesterday with this massive fucking thing, and I'm like,
aye, big
I was like,
shotgun.
wait a minute, how did you do
yeah.
that? Because
You just got a pistol.
literally, I didn't know you could do that, and I also agree with you on that because I think it should be just a pistol. That's how you always start zombies.
Because it's more like an arcade game
Yeah,
in the original, like, World at War, for example.
Oh,
it was more like an arcade game
Yeah.
for zombies. You start with a pistol, you open doors, you build windows to try and protect yourself and get points, level up, shit. Like, so there was obviously, like, Nagder Utin or whatever it was.
yeah.
Yeah, and then, like, obviously, like, Der Rise was the
one.
one because it had enough in it where I was like, yeah, this is the shit. Like,
They should. Do you know what I would love, and I would literally not.
if they just
come off,
played those 4
mate,
levels, if they brought them back in.
Even if they brought their Rise back or that first one, the original map, into the new COD, I would genuinely not leave my bedroom.
I loved 5, bro. In Black Ops 1, I think.
I wasn't keen.
I quite enjoyed it, bro. Like, once you went downstairs and there was a mad scientist guy and all that, like, it was cool. And there was one, what was the one with the bus? What was that one again?
Oh, I remember that because you had to make it to the bus before it leaves or you're fucked. I'm sure that was in Black Ops.
Transit or
I can't remember.
Transit or something like that. Aye, it was.
But that was really good.
That was like Black Ops 2 maybe.
Maybe. That was really good though.
And you used to get on the bus. Remember, you used to jump on the bus and you have to go through and all the wee
Spray
demons
them.
are coming at you and all that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was good.
was
I actually enjoyed that one as well. That was like enough where it was probably as much as I would have needed.
Yeah.
In the sense like you did build things and stuff. It was as much as I would have needed in a game.
100%.
Like for what it was, but the original ones for me were still by miles the best, bro.
Mad.
By miles, bro.
Well, I finally finished my computer build,
I know.
mate.
So it's cool. You like it?
Yeah, I love it. It's honestly, it's been like a dream thing for me for years and years and years to have like, I've always had good computers, or I've had maybe like mid-range computers,
Yeah.
but I've never had like the best top of the range.
Yeah,
like,
next level.
best this, best that, like best thing you can get on the market, best parts that you can get on the market that money can actually buy you right now.
Yeah.
And I finally went and done it, and I've got it, and honestly, it's insane. I've made a video of putting it all together and stuff like that, so that will be released for you guys to see as well. But I will put a little clip above us just so you can see briefly what it looks like. But
Yeah.
oh my god, I plugged it in and it's like the quality of everything. I'm playing any game on like extreme graphics settings,
Yeah.
and there's
Smooth
just
as any.
no problems. I'm getting like millions of frames per second. It's just no issues at all. Blasting through it. It's just insane, huh?
Yeah,
It's just
super
insane.
smooth. I'm glad it is. That's good.
I mean, some of the components were pre-ordered because they weren't even out on the market yet.
It's good just because like the new CODs came out, for example, so you've like got
Amazing.
a brand new PC to play on.
Literally.
It's nice to just like have something new like that to be able to play on.
Yeah, no, it's honestly, it's just, I can't get over it. And it's just looking at it as well, because it's like a fish tank thing. It just looks so nice. It's like a display piece as well at the same time.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to spend all that money on a computer to make it look basic. Like these ones aren't even that basic, but
Like a
it's
basic
just
like pre-built PC.
literally a black box that doesn't even look like it does anything. Whereas my one's just like you walk in the room, you're like, holy shit, what is that?
Yeah.
There's NASA in the building. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's cool.
You know what I
Definitely
mean?
cool.
So just over the moon.
I watched, totally changed the subject. I watched an interesting film the other day. It was called Uglies.
Oh, you were on it.
Well, funnily enough, on the film, people get made beautiful, so that's how it is.
All right.
I was on it, yeah. It was an interesting film. I watched it. It's called Uglies, right? So it's on Netflix, right?
Right. Is that a film or a series?
Film.
Right.
This was a film, right? So basically, long story short, it's actually got the actress, the main actress. Actually, I've seen her in a few things. I actually quite like her as an actress. Can't remember what her name is, but basically, obviously spoilers. Futuristic utopia, right?
Okay.
They're all in some sort of school on, say, the main ground, right? Outside the city. There's a bridge to the city.
Right.
You can see the city out the window.
Yeah.
Minted. Like wall around it.
Okay.
Okay? They're on like this weird school thing. All the kids. Because they get sent off as like a boarding school. So they go. And basically the sort of thing is that everyone's not perfect.
Okay.
Visually. So, quite an interesting, honestly, that's quite a bit, sort of deep backstory, right? But basically, it's like everyone's not perfect visually, and it's kind of like drummed into them. Like all the young people, like it's drummed into them, like you're not perfect visually, like you could look much better. So, she has a friend, so girl, she has a friend, guy, who's a guy, and basically on this like their 18th birthday, or something like that, 16th or 18th birthday, they graduate from school and they go to what is the equivalent of a plastic surgery clinic, right? That's what I gathered it is. And they get made to be perfect
Okay.
visually.
Okay.
Okay? So the boy's older than her by 3 months. So he's like, they sit up on the bridge. They always run out of school and they sit up on the bridge and they like look to the city and imagine all this amazing times they're going to have when they're at that age, right? So he's like, I won't forget you. In 1 month, I'll be back to the bridge. And I'll see you. I'll come out the city, I'll come back to the bridge, I'll see you. So you know that I've not left you. Because we're like best friends, bro. She's like, cool. Like, no sweat. I'll see you then. 30 days. Cool. So, man, because once he goes away to this clinic, you don't see him again.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
You go to the clinic straight to the city. You don't come back.
Okay.
So he's away. He goes, gets his made minted or whatever. It's like some big hanging it. All of these saws come out and all that starts fucking making you minted.
Okay.
So he obviously looks fresh,
Yeah.
like fresh,
Right.
right? So he then goes. She waits 30 days. She's buzzing every day, buzzing. It's like, right, cool. Again, 2 days to go, 1 day to go. Day of the bridge, 9 p.m. That's when I'm meeting him. Goes out, goes to the bridge.
No one's there.
No one's there, bro.
Right.
So she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Upset, confused.
Right.
Where's my boy?
Yeah.
Because he ain't here,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So she's like, fuck it. I'm just going to go to the city
Well, you can't
and
come
break
out, right?
in,
All right. Okay.
right? To see if my man's just forgot.
Right.
That's what she thinks.
Right.
He's just forgot.
Right.
And obviously in your head, you're like, no, he ain't.
No, he hasn't.
In 30 days,
Who's
no,
not
he
forgot
hasn't,
that?
bro.
No.
Like,
It's not been 30 years.
aye. I'm like, he's not forgot to go to the bridge, bro. Like, he's just not gone.
Yeah.
So she breaks into the city. I'll tell you how, right? She breaks into the city. Gets to this big party in the middle of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's super pretty. He's there. Big man's there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talking to some birds, right? So he's just mingling. Some drinks in that. She's like, what's up? Right? She's like, what's happening?
Right.
He's like,
Who are you?
what are you doing here?
All right.
Like, what are you doing here?
Right.
Because he never recognized her initially and went, oh, what are you doing here? It's been 30 days, bro. Like,
Well,
it's just rude, bro.
Right.
Right? So she's like,
What do you mean?
the
what?
tears are coming, bro.
What are
right?
you doing here?
The tears are coming, bro. And she's like, reminded me of and he was like, oh, I thought that was just something we said. Right? So she's obviously like, all right. And he's like, shit's different than that now. Like,
All right. Okay.
I'm rolling in the big leagues, basically. That's what he's coming across, isn't it? So he's like, I'm rolling in the big leagues.
He's too good in that.
I'm rolling in the big leagues, blah, blah. Cool. Like, maybe see you in I'm sure he says a line. I'll see you in a couple of months when you're pretty and that. We can talk then.
Wow.
So obviously,
That's what you would say.
she's upset, bro. Fuck off, right? So she's upset, bro, right? Really upset.
Right.
Like next level upset, right? Because he's been full on serious.
Okay.
And she's like,
What do you mean?
what the fuck?
Yeah.
So she goes, right, cool. She's like, I'm getting out of here. Goes, but people have kind of recognized her a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, why is there an ugly in here?
All right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So obviously, because they give off a glow, bro, when they're pretty.
Right. Okay.
So they're obviously
So
like,
you can spot an ugly.
100%. So then these big drones come up and they're like, you're in the wrong area. Like you shouldn't be
I
here.
would think it's fine for being.
Aye,
ugly.
we're gonna arrest you. She's
Really?
like,
Okay.
fuck it, I'm getting out of here.
Right.
So she runs and jumps with a parachute off the building. It's like a penthouse
Where the
suite.
fuck did she get a
I
parachute?
can't remember where the parachute comes from. It's like a penthouse suite. She jumps off. It's like a hang glider. Starts flying through the air and that going down. Everyone's like, oh yeah, God. Right. And then and she makes it out of the town, but they're chasing her like the police. So like robot, police guys. And so she's running. And then she meets some chick from the school who catches her on her hoverboard. The chick's got a hoverboard. She's like a sort of skater punk chick. She catches her on a hoverboard. She's quite edgy in that. She's like, jump with me. I got you, like, blah, blah. So they bail. Escape the police.
Mm-hmm.
So she sort of goes, this is where the story starts picking up. So she's like, yo, you went to the city. Like, are you fucking mad, bro? And tells a couple of folks. So she becomes quite, like, known. Like, folk are like, shit. Like, this bitch is solid in that.
Right.
Because no one does that, bro.
Right.
Right? But the skater chick, she's like starting to like her. She's like, she's cool. Like, I like her. She's like, I don't want to be pretty.
Okay.
I don't want to do that whole thing. Because it's just mainstream. Everyone does it. Like, it's automatic.
Did you get a choice?
No.
No, so you eventually at one point
You have to.
Right.
So she's like, I don't want it. I'm running away.
Where to?
So there's apparently a place out in the wilderness that's got people that have ran away.
Okay.
right? So she's like, I know how to get there. You have to contact this guy, and he gets
Tells
you.
you where to go or whatever.
So she's like, they're having an argument one night. She's like, I'm going, and the other girl's like, but we're going to get pretty together, and we're going to go to say. She's like, nah, I'm not.
I don't want that.
I don't want that shit because I don't give a fuck what I look like.
Yeah.
I'm just happy in here.
Just want to live. Yeah.
Live life, not like a fucking robot, bro. So,
Brainwashed in that. Yep.
in it, 100%. That's exactly what it is. So, goes from there. So she goes on the hoverboard. She's away. But at this point, other girls, she's like, I'm not leaving. So she's got her hoverboard there, blah, blah. Then the sort of president of the city or whatever, who also does all the transformations for people, she calls her in and goes, yo, like on the day of her change, and goes, yo, just out of curiosity, where's fucking, can't remember her name, Scare.
Right.
Where is she? She's like, I don't know.
Right.
Doesn't grass her.
Good.
She's like, I don't know. She's like, listen,
We need to know.
we know,
Where is it? Where's
like, we're going to have to put your surgery on hold. If we can't, it's blackmails are straight. We're going to have to put your surgery on hold if you
what
can't tell
hers?
us.
All right. Okay. Right.
If you
Right.
can't tell us where she is.
Right.
She's
okay.
like, I don't know.
Aye. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
President's not got that out of her. She's like, right, cool. Goes back to her room. Upset. Surgery's going down a hill. What the fuck am I going to do for the rest of my life? Fuck. Right? Because
How ugly are they?
Well, they're not ugly at all.
All right.
Right? But in this film,
That's
this
considered
is a whole
ugly.
consideration.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing for me. That's like a subtle thing inside it. It's like, actually, none of these people are ugly or whatever. But it's just a mental thing where they think they are.
Yeah.
But they aren't. They're just normal people.
Okay.
So she's like upset in her room. She's like, fuck, my life fucked. What's his name comes?
All right. Okay.
Big man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big balls. Right.
Comes in the window. He's
Okay.
like, yo, he's been sent by the president. It's like, you need to do this. It's like, it's important. You can't miss your change. It's like,
Right.
blah, blah. Tell him where she is. Or if you don't know, find her and bring her back.
Right.
She's like, right, okay. So they
She doesn't obviously go and do that though, right?
give her this necklace.
Right.
It's got a tracker in it.
I was fucking knew you were going to say that.
Yeah,
Right.
stupid bitch. Anyway, so she's like been left directions by the Scare. If you ever want to change your mind,
Right.
this is how to find me.
Oh no.
So these are these mental directions, but like the waterfall's never mental.
Right.
Like you would never be able to do it on your feet. You would just do it on the hoverboard.
Right.
So she does it, makes it.
Has she got a hoverboard like?
Yeah. She gets
Right.
given a hoverboard off the Scare. She
Right.
gives her one before she leaves.
Right.
So she's like, cool, I made it, right? And then she gets picked up by the guy, who's the guy that sort of meets people and brings them to the new haven, which is the place where people don't need to worry about what they look like.
Yeah.
He picks her up. He's like, right, cool, let's go. She meets the Scare again. She's like, what's up? Like, blah, blah. She tries to persuade the Scare to come back so they can get the change. She's like, you've made a mistake, come back. She's like, nah,
I'm happy.
I've not made a mistake. You've made a mistake.
Yeah.
It's a wee argument, but Scare doesn't rat her out to no one else because they would just they would be
Throw
thrown
her
out of the
out, yeah.
wolves, bro. She'd be fucked. She's like, look, think about it. She's like, didn't ruin this chance. She's like, if you really don't want to do it after the week's up, go back. She's like, I'll let you just run. Go back and get yourself out of here. She's like, cool. So they're in a helicopter to try to go along to the haven.
Mm-hmm.
And there's these dudes. So the pretty guys, what they call them pretties, some of them are augmented.
Mm-hmm.
They're like superheroes, like fast as fuck, strong as anything. Like, so they don't just get physical, like they don't get visual modification, it's physical. Rapid, strong as fuck, like can't hurt them, like they're like, do you know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah.
like cyborgs, bro. Like that's what it's like. They come after them, nearly take the helicopter out. But they eventually get away. They're like, right, cool, we're away. Get back to the haven. She really likes it. It's like a sort of like woodland, like in the woods, but it's like all these log houses and all that.
Yeah.
Everyone's fishing, just shit nice.
You know what?
bro.
I prefer that over
Yeah, same as me. So she's there and she's like, kind of like her mind's changing because she's like, God, like no one gives a fuck here, like
Yeah.
what you look like or nothing. Like just live your life, enjoy yourself. Like that's what we're here for. There's no money there.
I was about to say, there's a
People,
currency.
nah. People just go, yo, you want some tomatoes? No problem, bro. Have tomatoes for your lunch. Enjoy. There's no nothing.
No judgment or nothing.
No judgment. Everyone's just there to help everyone else.
See, that's how the world should be.
100%. So she starts liking it. But remember, she's still wearing a necklace, bro.
Yeah, so they know where
She kind
she's
of
at.
takes that out of her mind a wee bit. She's like, shit.
Wait, does she
Right.
know the necklace a tracker? No.
I can't remember.
Right.
but she knows she's still wearing it.
Mhm.
She's like, I think she kind of forgot. She's like, shit, blah, blah. She meets the guy's mum and dad. Like the guy that brings her to that place.
Aye.
They're like, yo, we were actually one of the ones that designed the prettiness, like the machine that makes everyone pretty.
All right. Okay.
It dulls your mind.
Right.
So everyone becomes very like numb. Like emotions are gone.
Yep.
Like so you're like, that's why he was like,
Oh, I'm looking.
I'm the Lord.
Yeah.
Aye, because they're all like that. That gets done to you at the same time,
Right.
but no one knows that. So then they're like, we need to fucking like free this up. So they eventually they follow the necklace, they find the city, capture loads of them, but she escapes.
Mhm.
They think that she's betrayed them.
Right.
She obviously gets captured. She eventually breaks out. She was like, right, we need to get everyone out of here. Breaks everyone out. Fucks up some of the system and everything like that. I don't want to spoil this, but this is spoiler central. Skater girl gets put in the machine. Before that
Really?
happens, gets made pretty. Numb as fuck.
Right.
Doesn't remember. She's like, no, I like it like this. It's class.
Brainwashed. Yeah.
Brainwashed, bro. They don't have a way of undoing it yet.
Right.
So they try to escape. Pretty boy's there. And he falls and I'm pretty sure he dies, I think.
Right.
And then they're all trying to escape. Fucking run to get in a helicopter to bail. But she stays back.
Mhm.
She stays back to let everyone else escape. Because she's like, you've got, and they had like a sort of antidote, or like, oh no, they had the serum that makes you pray.
Mhm.
If you have that, you can analyze it and go, right, cool, we can figure out a way to undo this.
Yeah.
She's like, let me stay and I'll get made pretty. I'll escape even when I'm pretty. I'll fight the brainwash, I'll escape, come back, use experiment on me and figure out how the fuck you get this to undo.
But can you even fight
Well,
the brainwash thing?
You don't know.
Right.
So then they're like, right, cool. So everyone bails bar her, stays back, gets made pretty.
It's the main chick, right? Yeah.
Main chick, gets made pretty, bro. That's the end of the film.
Right.
Cliffhanger central.
Well, that suggests that there will probably be a part 2.
I would hope so,
Yeah.
depending on how well the film went. But genuinely, bro,
It sounds really good.
I was like, fuck, Skater's been made pro. I was like, what's going to happen now? She doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's
It
weird
actually
as
sounds
hell.
really good.
But it's like, do you know what it is? But it's a hidden meaning.
Yeah.
It's like the whole like vain society, like you're worried about how you look and every life's better if you look this way and all that. But it's not.
Yeah.
You just live your life because you enjoy it. Like, do you know
That's
what I mean? But it's like quite a like an eye opener and a secret vibe.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's like a secret vibe telling you the eye opener, like a second part, like kind of in the background, going like,
Yeah,
yo, like you don't need to really be.
Yeah.
Right.
It is, because it's a message, right? Because
Yeah, that's exactly.
every movie or song or whatever that we see or listen to has got a message in it. Sometimes we see it, sometimes we don't. But there's some.
This was like a
that's,
very apparent
like,
message.
very clear. Yeah, I get you. I get you. Nah, that's really good.
Bro, it was really good. If anyone wants to watch it, Uglies, I have explained a lot of it, but if you watch it, you'll still enjoy it.
Sounds really good.
Really good. It was on Netflix. It was like a Netflix original.
Right.
Really good.
A lot of Netflix stuff these days.
I like the Netflix originals.
They're
bro.
good.
Very good.
They're really good. Yeah.
Very good. Anyway, I think we're pretty much wrapping it up there,
Pretty
guys.
much, aye.
So thanks for joining us on the show.
Absolutely.
And it's been a good vibe. Obviously, we've learned
As
lots
always.
about Married at First Sight. I'm probably going to watch that now.
You're going to have to, yeah.
And we've chatted a wee bit about Black Ops, which was good. Obviously, get that if you don't have it. It's class. But thanks for joining us. Obviously, like, subscribe. It helps us out. And yeah, enjoy your week, guys. And
Absolutely.
speak soon.
Make sure to send us any dilemmas or
Yeah, any dilemmas, funny
advice,
stories,
anything.
anything you need advice on,
We'll bring it up.
send us it. Instagram,
Yep.
whatever.
We'll keep it anonymous if you ask us to.
Twitter, X,
Right.
whatever the fuck you call it
Whatever
nowadays.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah,
And,
let us know, and we can obviously talk on that next time.
Absolutely.
And yeah, peace out.
Take care, guys. Have a good night.
Sweet.
Sweet as fuck, my boy. That was a really good one.
It's fresh. It's because we're getting more confident on the camera, it's just
Yeah.
casually.
That was a really, really good one.
See, that's what